All right, some important 49ers news and rumors to get to early on a Thursday. The Deshaun Watson sweepstakes, it's not going to end up in a trade to the Cleveland Browns. Does that now mean that the Browns are going to shift their focus to a Jimmy Garoppolo trade? You're watching the 49ers Report by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Sr. Thanks to all of you for making today's show a part of your day. And this isn't the only show that we're going to be doing today. Day 4 of NFL free agency. It is always busy in the National Football League. So the Browns out of the Watson sweepstakes. Does that mean that a Jimmy G trade could happen next? Let's run you through all of the latest. This coming from Mike Garafolo, NFL Network. He said this on Twitter moments ago. Browns have been informed they're out of the running for Deshaun Watson. A source says the team still views Baker Mayfield as their quarterback moving forward. They told Mayfield's agents at the Combine they'd only explore top-tier quarterbacks such as Watson. Now we wait to see how Baker Mayfield handles things after his statement the other day. In recent days, he's told some Browns teammates he's prepared for anything. Returning to Cleveland, still very much an option. But Chris Mortensen said the other day on ESPN that the Browns might look to move on from Baker Mayfield, and they want an adult at the position. Jimmy Garoppolo fits that bill. This is what Mortensen said on ESPN. The Browns want what they consider an adult at the position, and Baker Mayfield is probably going to be moved. I think Seattle is a good candidate for Baker Mayfield. Some may say the Indianapolis Colts. Who's an adult? Listen, Jimmy Garoppolo is a scheme fit. He's scheme-friendly. Yes, he has a shoulder recovery that he's undergoing right now, but so does Baker Mayfield. Jimmy Garoppolo is one I would not ignore to Cleveland, but this is a breakup about to happen between the former number 1 pick in Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns. I really think that the Browns are a good fit for Jimmy Garoppolo for a couple of reasons. First up, I think Kevin Stefanski is done with the drama that follows Baker Mayfield. I also think Garoppolo is a really good scheme fit for what the Browns want to do. And we know this by now. The story is out. The book is out on Jimmy G that in order for him to be at his best, in order for him to really be a quality quarterback, he needs good complementary pieces around him, and the Browns have that. Cleveland has one of the top-tier offensive lines in the National Football League. They have one of the best running backs in the NFL, with Nick Chubb leading the charge. They traded for Amari Cooper. They have Donovan Peoples-Jones and a really good tight end in David Njoku. On top of that, the Browns are built to win right now, and they have a very good defense. So when you look at that roster, they're a good fit for Jimmy Garoppolo, and they have a second-round pick this year they can trade to San Francisco because, according to reports, that's the asking price from San Francisco's side of things, and 2 third-round picks in the 2022 NFL Draft. So to summarize all of that up, the Browns are a good fit for Garoppolo because of the roster, the good complementary surrounding pieces on the offensive side of the football. They're built to win right now. They have a good defense, and they have the necessary draft capital to give up in a Jimmy Garoppolo trade. And if they want more of an adult and a mature leader at the quarterback position, that really defines Garoppolo's tenure in the Bay Area, and he is the polar opposite of Baker Mayfield, who's outspoken, sometimes outlandish, and very unpredictable. Jimmy Garoppolo, none of those things. So what will the Niners get back in a trade for Garoppolo? I think it's imminent that a Garoppolo trade happens at some point over the next couple of days. The big question for San Francisco, what's the compensation going to be? Before the injury, I said a second-round pick. You let me know and get those votes in the comment section right now. When a Garoppolo trade does go down, you know who has you covered better than anybody else? Your boy right here on the 49ers Report. That's why you subscribe, because when breaking news happens, when news like this comes to the surface, we have you covered with a video in addition to free daily videos, mailbags, rumors, live shows every week. This is your one-stop shop for all things Niners. Hit that big sub button down below as we get closer and closer to 60,000 subscribers. Now, with Deshaun Watson, there were conflicting reports the other day about the Niners' interest in Watson, them getting a meeting with Watson. Then all of these big head media types were saying, no, the Niners are not interested in Watson, and no meeting is going to happen. This is pretty interesting, though, because Jim Trotter of NFL Network said that there's mutual interest between the Niners and Watson's camp. We'll run you through this as well. Are the 49ers in on Deshaun Watson? Not at this point. It is not something they are pursuing, but there could be a scenario in which that changes. First, Watson and his team would have to drive the bus and create an environment in which the Niners believe they have a credible shot at landing him. He and his team would essentially have to tell the Texans that he will only waive his no-trade clause for the 49ers. The team Watson, if Team Watson, were to get Houston to reconsider its demands and create an environment in which San Francisco has a legitimate chance of landing Watson, then the Niners would be willing to engage because Watson is that good. But at this time, the Niners are not interested in creating unnecessary drama. They like Trey Lance and are happy with him. They are not pursuing Watson, but if he were to create a scenario in which he could fall into their laps, things could get interesting. As of right now, just past 11 a.m. Central, as I'm coming to you from our Chat Sports studios in Dallas, Texas, it is an NFC South race for Deshaun Watson. The leader in the clubhouse, the Atlanta Falcons, and the New Orleans Saints right behind him, with the Carolina Panthers in third place. The 49ers, I don't expect them to make a trade for Watson, but if he were to pivot last minute and say, I only want to get traded to the San Francisco 49ers, the Niners don't have the necessary draft capital to give up for one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. They don't have a first-round pick until 2024. They do have some intriguing player assets like a Nick Bosa, Deebo Samuel, Trey Lance, and a George Kittle. Would I give all of that up and gut your roster for Watson? No. But we know that things can get crazy in the National Football League, and to everybody in the comment section who says, this is a crazy rumor, it's never going to happen. Did we think that Russell Wilson was going to get traded to the Denver Broncos? Did we think that Tom Brady was going to come out of retirement? Did we think that Watson was going to get cleared legally this quickly and get traded over the next, let's say, 24 to 36 hours? Was Randy Gregory expected to spurn the Cowboys and sign with the Denver Broncos? That's only some of the drama that we've seen unfold over the last 2 weeks. Never sleep on the NFL to create drama. And thank you, NFL, for the content. Look into your crystal ball right now, Niner gang, and where do you think Watson will land? If I had my guess right now, I think it's New Orleans or Atlanta. I think Carolina on the outside looking in. You let me know. But also, give me a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Chase_Senior. I picked up so many followers over the last couple of weeks, all members of the Niner faithful, because I tweet out the latest Niners news and rumors. I tweet out some clips from the show and love interacting with the gang. So it's the same handle on both social media platforms at Chase_Senior. Also like to give shout outs to those who give me a follow here on the show at Chase_Senior. Appreciate all of you. Couple of notes to get to before we hop on out of here. Raheem Mostert, Trent Sherfield reuniting with Mike McDaniel, formerly the offensive coordinator under Kyle Shanahan, now the head coach with the Miami Dolphins. They're both going to South Beach. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we had talked about the possibility of Raheem Mostert going to Miami because he's a scheme fit and he's one of Mike McDaniel's favorite players. And Raheem Mostert is an excellent scheme fit for what Mike McDaniel wants to do when he's right and he's coming off torn cartilage surgery in his knee. He has 4.3 speed. I love the potential of Mostert teaming up with Mike McDaniel because he's a quick running back who can also catch the ball out of the backfield. He's a patient runner who, when he eyes a hole, is able to hit it fast. And what we talked about a couple of weeks ago has rung true with Mostert going to Miami. Now, the other day, when they signed Chase Edmonds, it was like, okay, now that Miami signed another dual threat back in Edmonds, does that take him out of the Raheem Mostert sweepstakes? Doesn't end up being true. Mike McDaniel loves Raheem Mostert. That's why they're signing him to a one-year deal worth a little more than $3 million, and also bringing in Trent Sherfield, who was really good on special teams last year for San Francisco. Did a little bit in the pass game, but was really a minimal contributor in that offense. Really, he's going to be a special teams ace for Miami moving forward and really flashed as a receiver during the preseason. So Mike McDaniel, he poached Wes Welker from Kyle Shanahan's coaching staff. He poached Raheem Mostert, doing the same with Trent Sherfield as well. We'll see if he takes any more former Niners with him to Miami as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We have you up to date with all things Niners all year round. Free videos every single day of the year covering the latest 49ers news, rumors, and breaking news. And during free agency, you never know when a move is going to happen. That's why you subscribe and turn on those notifications. Therefore, anytime we push out a video or go live, you will be notified.